had the patient just lying on the table, and we just stuck the instrument in from the back, from two sides, and a little tube, and then we were able to put instruments through there and take out the disc. That's basically it.
Dezune says the results were immediate.
I haven't had any back pain significant at all since the surgery. My balance is better. I can get up and walk a little better than I could before, and it's been a tremendous improvement.
Now, Dezune says his ultimate goal is to jog again like he used to, but for now, he'll take it one day at a time.
A walking testament to a little technology.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Well, still ahead of News Channel 5 at 11, a little after 11. A little girl who was shot to death is remembered by family and friends.
And a helicopter crashes in the nation's deepest lake. Details on that story and much more when the news continues.
Cleveland third baseman Jim Thome.
It's getting real exciting around here. It's been a while since Cleveland fans have had something to cheer about this time of year. But this is one fall classic you're not going to want to miss.
It's Buick's model year-end clearance, where you'll get grand slam savings on the last of the 95s, like $1,500 cash back on Buick Regal, LeSabre, and more. $2,000 cash back on Park Avenue. But hurry, because soon these deals will be out of here.
Of course, there's a ball club doing pretty well, too.
How do they like their riblets in Charleston, South Carolina? Tender and juicy, just the way we serve them at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar. And in Boulder, Colorado, they order up their riblets by the platterful. Because right now, we're serving these tender, juicy little rib tips all across the country, just across town. So whether you live in Tampa, Florida, or Woonsocket, Rhode Island, Applebee's riblets are right in your neighborhood.
We're America's favorite neighbor, Applebee's.
On the next Live, country stars Sawyer Brown. Later in the week, Tony Danza and Adam Arkin on Live.
Regis and Kathy Lee, Monday at 11.
We'd like you to meet an important environmentalist. He's one of today's highly skilled automotive technicians. That's right, an auto technician. By helping you keep your car or truck running clean and efficiently, auto technicians are helping to reduce emissions so our air will be clean and safe. But he can't do it without your help. Do your part by making sure your car gets regular, professional maintenance by an experienced auto technician. A message from eCheck, Ohio's new auto emissions testing program.
If you want to see yourself in an Eagle Vision ESI, you need this free vision exam. Because right now, you can get into a sophisticated Eagle Vision ESI with air conditioning and automatic transmission, power steering and brakes, dual airbags, and AM/FM stereo for just $199 a month. But you'd better act fast, because you won't see a lease rate this low on Eagle Vision for very long.
Test drive a Vision at your Superstar Jeep and Eagle dealer.
A 3-year-old girl who fell victim to gang violence was remembered today.
Friends and family gathered at memorial services in Los Angeles for young Stephanie Kuhn. She died last week when a car in which she was riding in took a wrong turn down a dead-end street. Gang members allegedly opened fire on the car, killing her. At today's services, Stephanie's grandfather says her death changes everything.
Well, every day I stop at the store and I bought 4 pieces of candy. And when I pull up, they would, all of them say, "Grandpa home," and they'd run up the driveway, and I'd make them all give me a hug and a kiss, and I'd give them the candy. And the way it affects me is now when I come home, I stop at that store, I'm only buying 3 pieces of candy.
A private funeral for Stephanie is planned for tomorrow. In the meantime, 4 people are being investigated in connection with her murder.
The cause of a helicopter crash into the nation's deepest lake may forever remain a mystery. The chopper went down at Crater Lake in Oregon. The water there is about 1,500 feet deep, and investigators don't expect to recover the helicopter. Without it, the cause will probably never be determined. Officials say the helicopter could hold up to 6 people along with the pilot. It is believed the pilot did have friends or family on board at the time of the crash.
What started out as a typical Sunday morning ride on a streetcar ends with 12 people injured when two streetcars collide. According to witnesses, the streetcars were traveling in opposite directions on a New Orleans roadway when one tried to make a left turn. The Regional Transit Authority says the accident is under investigation. No one was seriously injured. How far would you go for a cause you believed in? Well, 70-year-old Pittsburgher loves his church so much that he was willing to dress up as a woman and walk alongside a road in Kansas City to hold up his end of a unusual fundraiser. I'm trying to understand this. You see, his church needs repairs, so he wanted to help. So he found sponsors who pledged about $800 to see him dress the way he did and take a stroll in public.
Also in Kansas City, more food is on the way to the hurricane-ravaged Virgin Islands. This shipment is from Kansas City. Folks there donated about 120,000 pounds of food. It's now headed to St. Thomas. Hurricane Marilyn hit the island last week, and people there are in desperate need of the supplies. Well, of course, compared to what the Virgin Islands had to deal with, we have no room to complain about our weather.
And that guy wasn't from Pittsburgh. His name was Will Pittenger. Now I understand. Brad Sussman's up next. We'll be right back.
Today, big news from the automotive world. Happy Sport utility buyers flock to showrooms for lower payments and savings on the popular GMC Jimmy. Now that's a lot of green. And speaking of green, Jeep owners are green with envy. Now the Jimmy tops Grand Cherokee with over 4,400 simoleons in savings. Would there be a better time to save? Get moving. See your 5-star GMC truck dealer today.
Hi everybody, Connie Deacon here to tell you what's coming up on the Morning Exchange on Monday. We'll have Stone and Robin from General Hospital talking about their AIDS storyline. Also, Big Brown's Day, David Modell is going to come in and co-host our show. Also, his wife Olwen will be here. We will have Brown's wives and their children modeling fall fashions. And Sandra Lee Serio will tell us what's in the stars for those Browns. Also, how to create your own breast implants on the Monday Morning Exchange.
Help make wishes come true. Participate in this year's Race for the Wishes 3, a 5K run walk at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, Saturday, September 30th. To register, call 464-7755.
This month, most car dealers are offering year-old cars like day-old bread. But your Nissan dealer has a far more attractive offer. New 1996 Nissans with special introductory lease rates. The 96 Altima, just $239 a month for 36 months with $825 down. And the 96 Nissan Maxima, just $319 a month for 36 months with $0 down. So, hurry! Absolutely. To your nearest Nissan dealer, because introductory leases end soon.
Just reach out! Give me five!
Well, while we work today, the rest of the world starts work again tomorrow.
Yes.
What's the work week look like?
First week of fall, not going to be too bad. I mean, the first day of fall was awful chilly. You sure knew it was going to be fall out there, and or was fall with all the cold temperatures we had this weekend. In fact, tied another record low this morning after we broke one yesterday morning. Reports of widespread frost around the area, and I got to tell you, that's gone for a while. In fact, warmer temperatures are back on the table. We will show you the 5-day forecast in a second. Right now, let's start off with a satellite picture, show you what's happening around the area. And we have a lot of high cloudiness that's moved in across the region, and these clouds will be thickening as the evening goes on. And what's going to happen is we're going to see towards morning a chance of a few sprinkles around the area. Right now, as I said, just a few clouds across the area, but otherwise not too bad of a night. And with those clouds, temperatures aren't going to get as cold as they were this morning. Our high today, 63 after a morning start at 36. It's tough for a dyslexic guy like myself because it's mirror images there. 71 and 52 the averages. 87 and 36 are records. As you see, last time we were that cold, 36 degrees, 1983. For the month, just over an inch. And for the year to date, over just 2 inches above normal, 2.5 inches above normal. Right now, 52 degrees in Cleveland, 74% relative humidity barometer, 30.16 and on the rise. Winds are out of the east at 6 miles an hour. And we aren't going to chill that much because, as I said, the clouds act like a blanket. They'll hold in this heat. It's 45 at Akron, Canton. They'll be down around 40, maybe in the upper 30s tomorrow morning. Youngstown 47, 50 in Erie, 47 in Mansfield. Pittsburgh 52 of 49 coming in at Cincinnati. No rain to be found across the area, but check out this one shower to the north and west of Fort Wayne. It's the leading edge of a batch of showers, maybe heavy sprinkles if you want to call them that are going to be moving through the area over the next couple of hours and probably probably getting here just around drive time tomorrow. What's going to happen tonight? The clouds are going to thicken because an area of low pressure and a trough of low pressure are going to kind of start to dominate the area. There's just enough moisture there. We're going to see something falling from the clouds, and it's probably going to be just that pesky drizzle type stuff throughout most of the day tomorrow. Not a steady rain by any stretch of the imagination, just on and off. We might see a few peaks of sunshine, and I'll explain what that'll do to our forecast in just a second. But high pressure is going to build in across the area over the next couple of days, and it's going to be a warm high pressure, not the cold stuff like we had this weekend, which brought us our first taste of real fall weather. In fact, it felt more like September than it did, or it felt more like October this weekend than it was the first weekend of fall in September. Increase in cloudiness tonight, sprinkles late with light winds. Our low temperature down to 45 degrees. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Isolated showers, maybe showers is too strong a term. Let's say isolated sprinkles. South to southwesterly winds at 10 to 15.